in the shop today, a Poulan Pro 220 38cc. I have no idea what condition this thing is in. Let's see if there's any gas in it. No gas. Thing is bone dry. See if there's any chain oil in it. Oh, that thing's tough. And no chain oil. I think the first thing let's go for is let's shoot some starting fluid into the carb and see if it'll turn over for us. On the top are 3 T25 nuts. Put it on the ground so it's easy to pull. It's on run. Well, this might be a short video. So what that just told me is if this thing was gotten rid of because it wouldn't run, then it's definitely from a fuel delivery issue, because if we put fuel directly into the carb, it runs. So before we put some gas in it, put some gas in her, let's get some chain oil in there so we don't wreck anything. You know what, the thing that attaches to this cap, let's see if I can fish that out, is down in there. This is what keeps your cap on. Looks like this little spring washer pops down into here and holds that on. Let's see if I can push that on with a screwdriver. See if I can push that down in there. Might need 2 screwdrivers. There. Let's feed this back down in there. See, that'll keep when you're out in the woods, keep you from losing things. Let's get some gas in here real quick. A lot of these chainsaws end up having the fuel lines rot out or crack, and they don't get any fuel up to the carburetor anymore. And then they're junk. Well, you and me know they're not junk, but okay. Primer. Doesn't feel like it's getting gas up there. Let's get it back on the ground and try pulling it over. Choke it. There we go. Here's the choke. Let's try some starting fluid. See if the starting fluid will turn it over, and then it will pull gas from the tank. dig a little bit further down. See if we can find some fuel lines. These are 8mm. Yeah, they're 8mm, but this one's on there pretty tight. Let's go socket. So, yeah, that's the throttle cable. That was sitting in this channel right here. This looks like, oh, that's the fuel line there. And look at that. Doesn't seem like that was on there that tight. Let's keep that gasket on there. Okay, I see what our issue is here. That fuel line's broke. That's where it was attached. So, we gotta run a new fuel line. Let's get the gas out of here. Let's see how bad we can spill the gas all over the place. Not bad. Okay. We'll get a needle nose. I'll pull that old gas line out. Oh, that just broke as well. Maybe we'll have better luck pulling it out of the top. Yep, it's all just breaking apart. I can see the, here, let's get this out of the way. I can see the fuel filter in the bottom of here. Let's see if I can get that to come out. There it is. That's what sits in the bottom of your tank and filters the fuel. So I'll push that last chunk of fuel line down in there. If we can. Just need like a punch. Got a little roll punch here. See if I can. I think that fuel line's all out. The old fuel line. Yeah, it's all out of there. Don't know if you can see it, but this is the fuel line coming to the primer bulb. And you can see that's all, it just broke there touching it. That's all broken as well and ate up. So let's order a kit for this thing. We'll need all fuel lines and all the primer bulb lines as well. Pow! Straight off the boat from China. I know that because it says from China. This comes with your air filter, 2 sizes of fuel lines, a new primer bulb. Oh. A hyper spark plug. I would not trust that. We're going to leave the old one in. And then a fuel filter as well that sits down in the tank. So let me take some time threading in our new ones and we'll pick it up. Okay, let's get our throttle hooked back up. And we can slide it. Let's get our nuts. Take our nuts off. I believe it went like that. Like so. Actually, before we slide it on there, let's hook up our primer hose. It's make sure we cut that too short so it doesn't fit, you know. Just kidding. Okay, primer hose is on. Fuel line. It's a much tighter fit than the one we took off. Cable works as well. Okay, that all looks right. You know what? Methinks. Let's take this off for the third time. I think that's how. There we go. Instead of pushing it in there, it needs to be pushed through the end. There, that's seated all the way forward. Now we can finally put our carburetor on. Starting to talk like Tarl. There. It seems right. Get a wobble extension on these. Yeah, that's better. Hope you don't mind the fan noise. It is hot today. New air filter. Remember, that's just screwing into plastic, so let's not get too wild and crazy. Round two. Choke on. I think we need to make some throttle adjustments. Alright guys, well we got the fuel delivery issue solved with the new fuel lines and primer bulb lines. And that's like 99% of the time when we get chainsaws or weed whackers or leaf blowers, 2-cycle engines like this that are older, it's always the fuel line that's rotted out. So obviously we got some carb work to do, some tweaking on there. That idle's really high. I wonder, my theory is as these fuel lines were getting old and cracked, they were probably adjusting that carb to make sure it still ran right, because that fuel air ratio is getting messed up with bad fuel lines. So hey guys, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out in the shop. If you enjoy these videos, consider liking the video, subscribing, and hang out in the shop with us. We'll catch you later.